What's going on YouTube? I'm the Daily Grind Trader, and today I'm going to give you a triple feature because I'm going to show you an ICT concept that is one of the absolute best strategies for passing a funded challenge. I'm going to show you FX Replay, this software to help you refine your edge, and we're going to, in the process of showing you the strategy and the replay, I'm going to see if I can actively pass a funded challenge while doing this. First thing I want to talk about is the FX Replay. This software is absolutely incredible for really hammering down a strategy, for getting good backtesting, for getting real data, and you can get all of your analytics and stuff as though you're actually really trading. It's really simulated trading, and it's actually really powerful and helpful. However, it's not free. It is $35 a month. With that being said, if you can use it and fund an account or fund multiple accounts, then it's really peanuts compared to what you can make from it. The ICT concept we're going to go over is the Judas Swing. So we're going to create a session here. Start with a $100,000 account, and we're going to do, let's go Euro USD, Euro to USD, and the time frame. And this is what's really cool is that you can go back so far, and you can really test this in any time frame, in any type of market. So I'm gonna go 2021 because that's when I started my YouTube channel. I started, I think, in March or April, so we'll go back to January. Let's go to the beginning of the year and start the first Monday of the year, and then we'll go, let's give it 1 month. Let's see how long it takes me to get to the $8,000 or 8% target. So ICT, Judas Swing, New York session. And then we're going to save. So we have our strategy and our session. Let's continue here. All right, so we are on the session. We are on Monday, January 4th, 2021, and the current time of day. So 4:36. So it puts you in the day, the time that you are actively here, and then you can move forward or backwards or whatever you need to do. So let me move this down here, get it out of the actual trading window. And the only indicator you need is a sessions indicator. I like the New York one here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take London and go from midnight to 7 a.m. and then keep New York the same and take Asia totally off. So we're going to go to the next session, go to next session. You see, this puts us at the start of the typical Euro window, but we're now starting at midnight here. So we've got from midnight, and we'll go one more time, next session. And this will put us right at 7 a.m., right at the start of our New York session. So for this strategy, you want to mark out the pre-market low and the pre-market high. And then we're going to run through this, and we're going to wait for a sweep of liquidity. You want to see a sweep of the high or a sweep of the low, and then we'll go further into the strategy from there. So we're going to watch this play out and see if we get trading below our low or above our high. And if it doesn't happen, there's no trade to be had that day. So we're just going to kind of watch this play out, speed this up a little bit. And we're going to look for a break. Looks like we might be range bound. We may not get it today. Oh, nope, there. It's actually happened very quickly. So we got this sweep of the low. Now we've got this high, and we've actually already kind of broken the high. So this is the only part of the strategy that is up for debate. Some people will enter right at the break of the high. Some people will wait for a pullback, wait for a fair value gap to get hit. There is a tiny little gap here. No, it's actually really not even a gap there. But I want to see another push up above this. Now I think I could get an enter here, but I want to see another push up above this. So I'm going to go and trade one candle at a time. And I came down, and if that is the gap there, These are high price 22,575. The low price 22,575. So no gap. All right, it just keeps bounding through here. So I want to see a clean break up. There we go. Okay, I'll enter on that. Long position. Take my stop loss just below there and take my take profit right there. So it's a little bit less than 2 to 1, but I'll definitely take this trade. Place the order, 1%, save it. All right. All right, there we go, it played out, and we got that trade done. Pause this, so we're up 1708, and now we go to next session, next session, next session. So again, we're at the end of the Euro session, and we mark out our high and low. So there's our high, this is for our low, and we will see if we get a sweep of liquidity. All right, actually that was a very, very small sweep. A very small sweep there, but it did break above that. It did make a higher high. Actually, I was a little bit high on my line. So yeah, a high above, and we actually have already come down and broken this fractal low, because that was our low point. So we can go and enter this trade here. Take a short position. Just a little bit above that. Now we're going to come down and see if we can get all the way down here. And this is where this strategy gets so strong, is that you have potential for extremely high risk to rewards. Give myself a little bit more room because it's a very tight stop loss. So a little bit more room there. Let's place the order and let's save that. Let's see what we get. This would probably take the challenge over with. Okay, looking pretty good. Coming back towards break even, but we're still looking pretty good. We haven't even hit 9 a.m. yet. All right, at this point, honestly, we're at like 3 to 1. I'm taking half. I'm taking half off here. So I'm gonna take 50% off, save it. And then we're going to put my stop loss to break even. At this point, you know, we've got a fairly good amount of money. And when you're in a challenge, you want to secure profits. You want to get as many profitable days as you can. You don't want to be up on a challenge and then lose that and then I'm getting stopped out or broke even because you held on too long. So could this still hit? Dang, I was a little early. But did that hit yet? Oh no, so close. But, you know, it took half early, but I'm okay with that because even though this still hits, we're still making a heck of a day. Okay, there we hit, and that profit got took, and that was a 8.4 to 1 reward to risk ratio, and we're up $7,300 in 2 days. So next session, next session, next session. So clear this line out, don't need this. So this is marking out our high. We're going to mark out our low. And let's see if we get a sweep. Let's see if we sweep this liquidity. So this is very, like I said, it's a very mechanical, it's very much rules based. You need to get the sweep of liquidity. You need to break structure. You need a change of character. I shouldn't say a break structure. You need a change of character. You need a change to get that first higher high or that first lower low. And you want to enter on that change of character. So here we're past 11 a.m. We're out of our trading window. So we didn't get a change of character, so we go to the next day. And again, mark out our highs, mark out our lows. Let's see if we get anything. You want to keep an eye on these red folder days too. Non-farm payrolls, CPI, Fed share talks. Like, you may not even want to trade those days at all. I am starting to avoid like CPI days and stuff because it's just so hard to, even when the data comes in the way you think it should, price is just really wonky. It's like they stop out both sides and they kind of reset the markets. So there's our previous low. Now this is green candle, but that's a fractal low. This wick down broke below the low of the candle before, so that is a fractal low here. So let's see what we get coming out. So we went up a good bit more. There's still our fractal low. That just gives us a little bit more on a stop loss potential. Okay, we broke through that. Actually broke through with some pretty good displacement. So let's take a short position here. Go back up above. I'm not going to give myself a whole lot of room because it is a very, all right, that's not enough room. I'm going to see if there's a pullback. I'm going to see if we get a pullback to a fair value gap with that move. Again, this is the other way to trade this. To see if we get back to this gap here. When you have a move like this where you've had a pretty good displacement in one direction, you'll typically get a fair value gap. And it doesn't hit. And did we get it? Yes. Okay, now we've hit the fair value gap. And we can take a short position from here off this candle. Now we can give ourselves a little bit of room here. There's a little bit of breathing room. And we can come down. So when that puts us at a 5-to-1. So changing from here to here really changes that risk to reward ratio for you. You want to be cognizant of that. If the breakout happens and it happens very strong, look for an area to pull back to. Look for that fair value gap to pull back to. Place order. Save. Let's go here. And if we get this one, like, this is game over already. If we get this, we've already done for the month. We've already passed the challenge. I would be tempted to take profit here, but it looks like we're going to break below this area of liquidity here. So here I'm taking some profit. That's like 3-to-1 already. I'm taking half my profit there. Take half. Stop loss at break even. And come on. Let's see, did we get it? Did we get it? Now, since you already have a stop loss at break even and you have your take profit, like, you don't have to worry about exiting the trade. Oh, there we go. So we'll pause it here. And so already we're at 11,832. And guys, look, I'm not by any means at all going to say this is a 100% win rate, because it's not. It is not. But it's a very strong strategy. And they're already do this. Check this strategy. Play it this way. Test it for yourself, because I have under multiple different time frames, and on average it's about a 60% win rate, but the risk to reward ratio can be so strong. And even here, like, I took profit here, and even if it got back and took me out, that's still 1.5%, because it's like, what is it, like a 3-to-1 here, 2.8, so it's 1.4-to-1. If I take half my profit out, I still made 1.4%. And then I break even. So I'm still up for the day. So you can almost always get something out of it, and very rarely do you just miss. Sometimes you do, but This on average is about a 60% win rate for me. And follow these simple rules. High of the pre-market, low of the pre-market, wait for a sweep of the low or a sweep of the high, and then a break or a change of character. That's all you have to do. But there you go. There's, by Friday, January 8th, we're at $11,000. So in 4 days, you're up 11%. And at that point, you've got one more trading day on Blue Guardian. You've just got to do one more trading day to hit your 5th day. And you've done the challenge phase. And now you just got to do the verification phase. So with that, I'm going to call it here. I hope you enjoyed. As always, until next time, peace.